Hey everyone, it's me, Doomlink, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap. It feels nice to say, welcome back to a Let's Play of some description. I am currently being a little bit naughty, I suppose you could say. I'm really supposed to be prioritizing the Phantom Hourglass Let's Play, but you have to understand that I'm just not in the mood to record that. As well as that, I haven't actually played the Minish Cap in a long time. I think it's been 4 months at least since I did part 4, and here we are in part 5. I suppose the best way to excuse myself for that is through the fact that I really did think my capture card was down for the count. It was not, and that's a long story which hopefully you have all familiarized yourselves with. If not, then you're just gonna have to not know. Sorry. Sometimes you just have to live with not knowing. Hopefully my Game Boy Advance doesn't run out of battery while playing. I'm using it as a controller, obviously, for those who are unaware. And yeah, it's giving me the red light at the moment, which is obviously an indication of low power, low charge in the batteries. So we're just going to hope that it lasts the recording. If it does not, then I'll just have to change the batteries on camera. Obviously it wouldn't be a big deal ordinarily, but I'm live, so you'd have to actually watch me get out of my chair and then not be here for a period of time and then returning to my chair. That is the nature of a live stream, unfortunately. It's the way things are. This is the first time I'm recording in what I believe to be 480i effectively, but with a component cable. I'm not really able to record in 480p in this Game Boy player screen, so yeah, but it's not a big deal. What I was wondering really was if this was an improvement visually over what I was previously streaming. It doesn't seem to be all that much better, does it? Because previously I was using just standard composite video cables, but well, I suppose you'd say technically you've got the one video cable and then the two audio cables, you know, the yellow, red, and white. But yeah, it seems to be roughly the same. I was just wondering if it looked better if that signal was passing through a component cable. Maybe it is a little better, I'm not sure. I'll let you be the judge of that. We must find the elemental sanctuary to fill the sword with elemental power. Indeed, we are just coming back from Mount Krenel, and we do have the sword forged to its next level. But as I understand it, the sword needs to be appraised of its new I guess, abilities, and they will be unlocked in so placing the sword in the pedestal. So I'd never have looked... Oh, that's really weird. Oh, I see. I'd never have looked for the elemental sanctuary in Hyrule Castle, though. You know how to get there, right? Let's go. I will indeed go there. I have a fairy equipped in a bottle on A. I don't know why. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Again, I'll have to get in the habit of leaving the screen with start, because obviously if I press B to leave the screen, it will set whatever I have, I guess, whatever I'm hovering over will be set to B if I use B to leave the menu. And so many games that I play just instill within me the habit of pressing B to leave the menu screen, so yeah, let's not do that if we can. Just making sure everything looks good, everything sounds good. I think the volume should be fine. I don't want the game to be too loud, but that seems to be a good volume. It's not ridiculously loud, but it is sufficiently audible, which is what I'm looking for. I take notice of these sorts of things at this point because I haven't recorded in like 4 months, and it's different for every game that I record in terms of audio levels and in terms of how it visually presents. So yeah, that's why I'm making a note of that. Alright, so we are returning to Hyrule Castle so that we may place the sword in the pedestal as I fairly clearly outlined previously. Are you sure I look alright? I never know what to wear for formal occasions. I don't really think it's much of an occasion. I don't think there's going to be an audience of any real description. I don't remember exactly where we're supposed to go. I don't think it's straight in here. I think we take a right and then up through here. Is that accurate? This is a weird castle layout, let me tell you. Now, this might be the throne room. I don't want to be in the throne room. No, see, I don't want to talk to Daphnis. Maybe I was supposed to take a left. It's like an offshoot room. It's fucking weird. I still don't understand it personally. The castle is not logically laid out. You would imagine that it would be a little more central, this particular room that I'm looking for, but it's not. I guess maybe it's... I don't know where it is. Maybe it's over here. I know it's in the castle somewhere. I've only got vague memories of where it is, but I have fairly clear memories of being confused as to why it was here. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. Link, look. See how that... I guess it's in a central position in the castle. It's just weird that I have to go down a floor to get there. Link, look. See that door? Well, see how that doorway glows? Could that be the door that leads to the sanctuary? I would imagine so. Nobody in the castle seems able to see it but you and me. Let's go quickly. How would he have been able to make that determination? There's no one else here to look at it. How would he know that only we can see it? I don't know. I'm just walking slowly, no need to roll to ruin the suspense and the excitement. There is the pedestal over there. Each time we kill a boss in this game and acquire a new element to forge the sword with, or to forge with the sword, I don't know, however you want to say that, we will have to bring the sword here and place it in the pedestal to officially upgrade it. It doesn't just get upgraded automatically. So this is the elemental sanctuary then. This is where we can infuse your blade with the power of the elements. Yes, there seems to be a pedestal for your sword right in the middle there. Very good. Drop with R. What's this sword called again? It's the Minish sword or something. And if not the Minish sword, then it's... I don't know what it is. You've got lots of different swords out there. You've got the Force sword, you've got the Minish sword, and you've got the... Anyway. The powers of the earth and fire elements have infused your blade. So it's a combination of the two. Right here. Got a stone tablet here. Let's see if I can't read that tablet for you. Fill your sword with power and walk over the glowing tile. Perhaps it refers to those flashing spots on the floor around you. Well, what are you waiting for? Try it, Link. Will do. So this is an ability that the sword has now. We can actually create a clone of ourselves. It's a little close to 4 swords, isn't it? Whoa, you just split in 2. So this is the power of the white sword. I guess you can double yourself like that anytime you see those panels. As you can see, the hilt of our sword has changed colour. I suppose we start off with the white sword once it's been forged. Yeah, with the earth element. And now we've got the fire element, so it's orange, or red. It looks more orangey than red as far as I'm concerned. I suppose that's up for debate. It's sort of an earthy red, I suppose you could say. Now to get out of here we have to make use of our sword's new ability. They tend to do that in Zelda. They force you to actually use the new ability to get out of the room where you required it. That sort of acts as a... I suppose you could say tutorial on how to make use of your newfound ability. It's really interesting. The game looks quite different on my television to the way it looks in the, well, in OBS, I suppose. I was going to also say it's different to what you're seeing, which would be a better way to phrase that. But yeah, it looks more analog, I suppose, in the box, whereas on my television it's just... yeah, it looks quite, quite digital. I guess it's understandable, and technically it's being communicated via HDMI to my TV, but I don't know. It's not a big deal. I'm not going to get all hung up on it. As far as which one looks better, I don't know, and I don't really care. I don't care to make that evaluation at this time, because I've got a game to play. Now, one thing that I have to say about the Minish Cap is that if you haven't played it a vast number of times, like myself, I've probably only played it 3 times, something like that. I'm sure I would have made a guess in the past as to how many times I'd played it, so hopefully that concurs with what I previously said. But basically, I think I've completed it like twice, and what that means is that it gets a little bit confusing when you want to do all the side quests. There are a lot of side quests in this game to pick up little bits and pieces, and you unlock them at different times in the story progression, so it's a bit hard to remember what you can do at whatever given point in time as you're playing through the game. So yeah, I might take some time to hang around in Hyrule Town and see what's going on, and if I don't seem to be achieving anything, then I'll move on. But yeah, I have memories of doing lots of stuff in Hyrule Town, but I don't know at what point in the game's storyline I was doing those things. So I guess we'll just have to find out. Interesting, you're the last person I expected to find here. And just as I was wondering who could be behind this, I find my old master. It is indeed the antagonist of this game, Vati. And as always, you are dressed in the shabbiest of rags. My curses are not to be mocked. The one I cast on you is most powerful. No matter what power you wield, you will never break it. You haven't changed in the slightest. I should never have created that cap. It only fueled your insane desires. Fool, a hat that grants the wishes of its wearer is a spectacular creation. Thanks to you, I have gone from being a meek, minuscule nothing to the greatest sorcerer alive. You cannot stop me now, and I have to thank you for it. The other way around, Doomlink. I have you to thank for it. Accept this small gesture of gratitude from me. Wait, Vati, wait! Screams the hat. And this is the gratitude, I suppose. Let's do a spin attack to make this a little easier, or perhaps not. Oh, bugger off. I'm not doing too well. Yeah, admittedly, I haven't played a top-down 2D game in a while, so positioning myself is a bit awkward. I'm trying to do a spin attack, again with the intention of speeding it up. That's what I was trying to do. So you want to coax them into attack and then attack them from behind, clearly. It's just a little bit difficult to manage that mechanically with two of them in the area. Alright. Or at least it was, you know, difficult for me. Maybe not for a normal human being capable of playing video games, but I seem to be profoundly incapable at this time of playing video games. That foul Vati. What could he be scheming now? Link, I feel I owe you an explanation of what has happened. Yes, you do. You see, Vati and I are both Minish. I was once a famous sage and a renowned Minish craftsman. Vati was only a boy when I took him on as my apprentice. But he became enchanted by the wickedness in the hearts of men. One day, Vati took a hat I made for the humans, my pride and joy. It granted the wishes of its wearer. He put it on without permission. Well, here's a question. How did he put it on if it was made for humans? He could probably use it as a sleeping bag. Well, in fact, it would be even bigger than that. Minish are tiny. Anyway, I'm sure there's some explanation for it. Little Vati. That's quite adorable. Vati, what are you doing here? Or what are you doing there? I don't know what he said. Didn't read it properly. Oh, and then he just turns into that, I guess. Oh, what a vile form you've taken. That's not very nice. Vile? I'm a sorcerer now, and my power is beyond compare. He's already determined his own strength. He's only just been turned into a sorcerer, and he's like, my power is beyond compare. I mean, I don't know if you could describe that as as wishful thinking, or an assertion in the hopes that that's the reality, or what, but anyway, he seems to be quite confident in his newfound abilities, after only just having acquired them. No longer will I tire away as your apprentice. Now all shall call me master. Why, Vati? What are you plotting? This year, on the day that comes but once a century, the portal opens, and when it does, I shall claim the light force as my own. I will be transformed, perfect, and there will be none who can stop me. Gah, screams the old man. What's wrong with this boy? Tell me, how does it feel, my sorcerer's curse? Do you see, Eslo? I am truly your master now, and you cannot stop me. And with that, I must be leaving. as you do. He seems to be quite comfortable with his newfound abilities. It's as if he's always had them. You know the legends, of course. The gifts the Picori gave the humans. That's what I was... It was called the Picori Blade, wasn't it? See, Minish Blade didn't sound quite right. I knew there was a second name for the Minish that the humans used, but I'd forgotten what it was. I think this is called the Picori Blade. But anyway. What you call the Picori Blade was the first of those gifts. The second, well, you can call it Light Force, but it is, or rather you call it Light Force, but it is a source of limitless magical power. If Vati were to get it now, it would be devastating. I came to the world of men hoping to stop Vati, and I met you in the woods. But it seems we won't be breaking the curse on me anytime soon. However, with the Sacred Blade, we can certainly restore Princess Zelda. I'm sorry. All that has happened has been due to my own pride, my folly. I must rely on you, on your power, until we've put an end to Vati. But why does he look so upset when Eslo jumps on his head? He actually looked entirely upset. Well, Link, enough fairy tales. We must search for the next element. Yes, we must. That will be located in, I believe, the Castle Wilds, it's called. And it's got great music. I love the music in the Castle Wilds. I remember listening to it on repeat for quite some time. Maybe not everyone's cup of tea, but I loved it, and continue to love it. Because my taste in music doesn't really change over time. It evolves and improves, but it doesn't change. Like something that I used to enjoy will no longer satisfy me. Anyway, I don't know if I've been over there before. I didn't really mean to talk to you. I was trying to open the map, but that is not set to select. He's telling me to go to the Castle Wilds. I was wondering if I could go over there. No, there's probably nothing of real interest there. Come to think of it, I wonder if I have access to that now. I may as well check. Because if you recall, I did fuse kinstone pieces with someone or other, and gained access to this, but I couldn't, well, gained access to it, more like it opened an entranceway to something, but I wasn't able to access the entranceway. I think there are, yeah, I would have mentioned this last time, but there are separate kinstone fusions that cause these guards to just have a brilliant idea to leave their post. I don't know what that's about. It must instill within them the desire to be... It must instill insubordination in their minds, or at the very least, you know, lack of professionalism. No, actually, no, there's no real reason to go and pick up the rupees. I do have max rupees right now. You can't quite see my rupee counter. I'm at 300. Something that I will be doing is grabbing a new wallet. We need to locate a fairy to get that. But anyway. We do need to make our way to Castle Wilds, annoyingly, before we can actually continue with the story. Now, that was very unclear what I just said. We want to actually go to the Castle Wilds, but before continuing through the Castle Wilds, we require an item. That item is the Pegasus Boots. And as I understand it, we can't actually initiate the sequence of events that allow us to get the boots until we go to the Castle Wilds and figure out that we can't traverse the area without the Pegasus Boots. So that's the way we're going to be doing things. Just before that, though, I think I will snoop around here. Hello, sea bass Tosh. But yeah, I'm just going to see what I have available here. I think there might be a heart piece in this direction. Maybe not exactly here. Let's have a look. Yeah, see, with the Cane of Pachi, I don't think I've been here with the Cane of Pachi yet, so this should give me access to Vale Falls. I think there should be a heart piece around here. Go and get that heart. I am in need of help at this point. I will tell you. Yeah, see, I was waiting for you to drop those things on me. I was a bit concerned. Oh, stop it. And see, I already did get that, so I have been here with the Cane of Pachi. Must have been something I took care of before going to Hyrule Castle. And powering up my sword. See, I did record the last video so long ago that I just couldn't remember. I think there's something for us to do here, but I believe it relates to rupees, so given that I currently am at a maximum of 300, I won't bother with doing that yet. That would be a terrible waste. Eastern Hills. I think there's an access point to the Minish Woods here. So let's go in there, and this should give us access to the ferry, I think. Should be a heart piece and a ferry or something. I don't know. Is this the ferry? Yeah, this is the ferry. So I think we're supposed to toss rupees into this fairy fountain to this ferry. And then she goes and gives us a wallet upgrade. I don't know if it's the last wallet upgrade of the game. I don't remember how many rupees you can actually hold in the game, but this will take us to 500 as opposed to 300. Welcome to the Adventurer's Spring. I have need of many rupees. Well, you remind me of the church. The spirit needs money. Please, throw all of yours into the spring. Sure. Really? You know that, if you do this, you'll have absolutely no rupees left, right? Will you really throw them all in? Yes. You are most kind. I do not really need your rupees, but I must reward such a kind adventurer with some of my power. See, this is not kindness. It is not kindness that would lead me to throw all of my rupees in there, just because you asked. That would be stupidity. I would be much less than a savvy adventurer if I were to do that, but you've rewarded my feeble behaviour, quite frankly. You got a big wallet, now you can carry more rupees. So we haven't lost a single rupee, but we have acquired a wallet upgrade. May light shine on your quest. Yeah, thanks. What kind of fairy are you? You don't even fully heal me. Bloody useless. No, she literally tries to take my money and then doesn't even heal me. Of course, I'm being dramatic. She's fine. I like fairies, just not that one. At any rate, so we already acquired that heart piece from before. There is an access point into the Minish Woods that we couldn't reach previously, so I'd like to go and get there. So it's on the other side of this. See that heart piece there? We're going to figure out how to get there. I don't know exactly how to get there, but we will figure it out. Actually, let's go and do the Rupee side quest. It's not much of a side quest, it's just a side matter to take care of, I suppose you could say. Maelon, can you move out of the way? Honestly, where did Dad go this time? I leave for just a few minutes and he locks up the ranch and takes off. I'm assuming that we need to fuse kinstones to get her to move. I don't know who we fuse kinstones with, but yeah, we would go into the hole there as, or in Minish form. Doesn't make sense to say as a Minish. Well, I'm sure it makes sense, but it sounds crap. But yeah, we can't do that at this stage because we probably need to fuse kinstones with some random guy in the world. And I don't know where the hell... Oh, hello. Yeah, cutting grass is actually quite useful for that. But yeah, I don't know where that person is, and I'm not about to figure it out. I mean, I could figure it out, but whether or not I have the correct kinstone piece to fuse with said person, I could not say. I don't think I have too many kinstone pieces. I think I've got a few of certain types, but I don't have a wide variety of kinstone pieces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check Zelda Dungeon. I do have a tab open just to jog my memory as to what to do in the game. I'm going to see what person I need to fuse kinstone pieces with to gain access to this. Well, we can go back to the so once we get the Pegasus Boots, we can go back to Swiftblade, I believe he's called. He's the guy in the dojo, and he will teach us a new ability or something. So we'll try to take care of that. Just going through a partially visual walkthrough, mostly text-based. Well, I might have gone past it. It's not a big deal. When I say gone past it, I mean I might have scrolled past it. Yeah, that's fine. In that case, I suppose we'll just go and make our way to the Castor Wilds, unless I want to do some things around Hyrule Town in the meantime. Suppose I could. What's going on with you? Well, if it isn't Link, it is good to see you again. I actually feel a little intimidated by that. School is in session right now, so I'm afraid I can't let you in. While you are of the appropriate age to be schooled, you will not be allowed inside. Apparently, I can only assume that she's the school principal. Apparently they are security guards as well. At least in this world. Oh, hello. I still need the... Oh no, maybe I do have the ocarina. Hey, that stone marker crumbled, and there's another of those symbols. It still rattles you when you see it. It's a bit dramatic. Do I have the ocarina yet? Where do I get the damn ocarina? It might be called the flute. In this game, doesn't really matter what you call it, but it is visually an ocarina. What's going on with you? I came to check out a book, but they're not open yet. Well, age brings patience, Sonny. I can wait. Well, that is true. Old people do have quite a bit of patience. Might go and venture inside here. Remember that? I suppose this is the first... No, this is not the first appearance of that letterbox. Keeping in mind that this game is very much based on Wind Waker visually. It's intended to be a 2D version of Wind Waker. So, yeah, while this sort of looks like an older game than Wind Waker, it's actually not. I believe this came out in 2004, whereas obviously Wind Waker's from 2002. So, yeah, it's basically a 2D version of Wind Waker, visually speaking. Okay, apparently when he stamps, he screams the action as he does it. I mean, whatever keeps you going, man. And he's sweating so profusely that giant drops of sweat are just flying off his head. It's quite aggressive, I would imagine. I mean, the amount of stamping, the force of your stamping must be extreme. The Swiftblade School in the south end of town is really awesome. You go there? The teacher, Swiftblade, has an amazingly direct teaching style. Yeah, you're right about that. I wish I could train there. Oh, okay, so you don't go there. You say it's amazing, yet you've probably never been permitted to train there. There's a man with a funny hat. From the east. Oh, I come from a faraway land. Yeah, you're right about that. You can tell by my clothing, can't you? Yes. What do you want to fuse, sir? You want that. I don't have any red kinstone pieces, apparently. That's actually really disappointing. I didn't have a change of heart. I just didn't have a red kinstone piece, if you can forgive me. This dog is blocking the way again. Bloody dog. I will snoop around town and see who can be interacted with. There has to be someone to talk to that will give me something important. That mustachioed guy. Mustachioed, I don't think I've ever heard that. Strikes me as somewhat unreliable. Mustachioed. There's something fishy about this room, too. I would say mustached, but I guess that's incorrect. I guess it's mustachioed. I don't know. Hello. I'm Hagen, mayor of this fair town. Mayors are usually very important and busy folk, I'll have you know. But I still have a hobby, of course. I collect unusual masks. I just love them. They're beautiful. Simply magnificent, I must tell you. Yes, I would like to fuse a kinstone, but I cannot. I do want to quit. I don't have a particular need to quit. I just can't fuse kinstones with you, man. I don't know if turning into a Minish will help me in any way here, but we're gonna find out. Oh, you're gonna force me to sit through this, okay. Usually you can skip it, but I guess this is the first time I've turned into a Minish inside a pot. So maybe I'm not able to skip it at this time. Okay. I can't knock down these masks yet, so I can't really go up here. Okay, I'm assuming you would need the Pegasus Boots to knock down these masks or something. Because I imagined, well, how would you move the masks? By knocking them down. How do you knock things down in 2D Zelda? You run into walls. And I don't have that ability just yet. So that's a no-go. What's down here? There's a chest. Hello? Get out of here. I don't know if I can actually move this thing with 2 links. Yeah, I got a kinstone piece, a red one. Can I check my kinstone pieces from here? I think I can, yeah. Kinstone bag, aha! Look at that. Was that the kinstone piece that the mayor needed? Or was that the one that the Middle Eastern looking guy needed? I don't know. Let's go and give a try. No. Take a shot at moving, that is really what I wanted to say. We indeed need a sword not upgraded once from this point, but twice from this point, in order to move this. So this will be for much later, but at least we got a kinstone piece. And one that we can actually make use of almost immediately. We'll go and see what we can do with it. I will be keeping an eye on how long I've been recording, by the way. I'm going to try and not have this go on for more than an hour. That is generally what I try to do with these Let's Play recordings. Alright, let's see what's going on with you. I do want a few kinstones. You do want that one. How convenient. The 2 kinstone pieces fit perfectly. Maybe something good will happen. Oh yes, I'm sure something will. You are the mayor of the town, must be something of significance. I don't think I can get to that side just yet. Annoyingly. There you go. Lon Lon Ranch. Yeah, we can't get to that side yet. We do actually need to go through the house, the farmhouse or whatever. And we can't do that until Malon moves. Or Marlon. I don't know if it's Marlon or Malon. I suppose I would say Marlon and an American would say Malon. And so I've always said Malon because I've always heard people say Malon. That's how that works. What's going on with you? I just love shopping. I mean, you get sick of it in this town, surely. Oh, our conversation is blocking the pathway of this man. He jumps over you! What the fuck? I was gonna say, I mean, he's probably not smart enough to go around. I was correct in that he's not smart enough to go around, but I wasn't expecting him to jump over me. Anyway, oh, I mustn't forget to buy some of that surprise-filled bean from Peter. Peter, but with the P-I-T-A spelling, which is interesting. That would be a 3rd variation to the spelling of Peter that I had not previously been appraised of. Howdy, howdy, come get your fresh veggies grown by Eenie and Meanie. Oh yeah, Eenie and Meanie, I remember those guys. We can interact with them in some way. Fresh fruit, get your fresh fruit. Nothing but fruits and veggies. What should I cook tonight? I don't know, maybe vegetable stew. Oh, hello. The door is shut. We can't open it from this side. Okay. Take it easy. It's the crazy ghost. This is a 3-eyed ghost. That's disturbing. They're not open yet. I guess it's not quite Halloween. So this shoemaker, nothing's going on with him at the moment. He will actually be important to talk to when we need the Pegasus Boots. But again, we need to actually go to the Castle Wilds for that to take place. So your head is so big that it's preventing me from entering this area. What's going on with you? Well, you want to fuse kinstones. What have I got? I do have a kinstone piece that fits. I'm hoping that I'm not wasting it on the likes of you. I don't know if this is supposed to be the local drunkard, but she's giving off that vibe, I suppose. There's a golden chest. They fit perfectly. I wonder what's going to happen. Yeah, I have got no idea. Well, I suppose I know what's happened. I've witnessed that a chest has appeared. I just don't know what's inside the chest. Usually it'd be maybe 50 rupees, 100 rupees, something like that. This is a chest that we can access. Well, I assumed that it was a chest because it wasn't interacting with anything that was previously there. So it would therefore be summoning something, which is a chest, usually. Sometimes you can get a special enemy to spawn, and in killing that enemy you can acquire something good, but yeah. They say that means good luck for us, oh yes. What is going on with this girl? Hello? Oh wow. You're not even that much of a looker. There are village women walking around who could put you to shame visually. We hear all sorts of interesting gossip in here. Stop by from time to time. Yeah, right. You also want to fuse kinstones? These people are taking all the kinstone pieces I have. Look at how he's sitting in that chair. He's literally just sitting in the bar, and he's acting like he's on a throne or something. There we go, there's a special enemy I was talking about. That's in the Minish Woods somewhere. What a fit, look at that. And you know what that means, good luck for us. Oh. What's going on with you? What do you want? Oh, I don't have any more of those. Yeah, I want to quit. It's a weird translation. Quit. Anyway. Yeah, see, this girl's way cuter. Anyway. I mean, as far as I can tell from the 2D sprite. Now, Castor Wilds. Our access point, I believe, requires our newfound ability with the Picori Blade. And I believe we need to access it in this direction. Oh, I haven't opened the way. I was able to push that boulder, but I'm an idiot. So I can't access that from here. I have to go up, and then west again. Annoying as that is. Oh, tell me I have to... Oh, come on. Alright. At least I have rolling capabilities. Trilby Highlands. Now the Castor Wilds are accessed from this area, basically. No, stop it. Again, I keep going to bring the map up with select, but it doesn't do that. So, the Castor Wilds, I believe, are here, and this is something else, which we, I think, need to go through before accessing the next dungeon as well, but anyway. I can't really do anything with that. Okay, let's go down here. I think this is where we want to go. We've been here before, but as you can see, we have something to interact with here. These tiles on the floor. We have been here to pick up something. Can't remember what it was, but it was something. I'm definitely not incorrect about that. Now that we can create another link, we can do that. And this will give us access to another part of this area. In other words, we couldn't go south from our position previously. So we had to go this way to actually reach that point. Can you stop? They track you pretty well. I'm going to cut all this grass so that I can... I have to take a while to charge your spin attack. Might not even bother. But yeah, I'm going to cut all this grass with the hopes... or in the hopes of acquiring kinstone pieces. It's worth it. Or magic shells, that's fine too. Mysterious shells, can't remember what they're called. I have it on good authority that it relates to the word shell. So, yeah. I'm happy to pick up shells, I really don't mind at all. See, patience will be rewarded. It takes a little while to cut all this grass, but... I'm getting rupees and shells and occasionally kinstone pieces, I would imagine. Mostly shells, it would appear. Can you not? I literally just spent all that time charging up my sword only for you to hit me out of it. I'm not going to be giving you my thanks for that. I usually have better luck getting kinstone pieces from these things. At least I think so. Could always be wrong about that too. I didn't, by the way, forget the... I don't even know what to call it. I guess, entranceway inside the tree? I don't know. Hello, I'm Percy, Poet Laureate of Hyrule. And you are Link? Oh no, no, the pleasure is mine. I travel all over the realm, writing verse wherever I go. But here I am, returning after a long absence only to find the road blocked. It wouldn't feel like such a waste if I hadn't lost half my kinstone. When misfortune rained down upon my head, it pours in torrents. I think I may have dropped it in the inn I stayed at last night. I see no other course than to put these tragic events to verse. I see stars beyond the rainbow, but I cannot reach them. Though the stone I lost is small, large was its place in my heart. Yeah, radio. Good on you. let's cut all the grass again. No, I'm not gonna force you to watch that. Alright. So, we don't want to go up there, we've already been up there, we just came from there, so we are continuing in this direction. Here is the Western Wood. Oh, that's pretty funny. What a strange feeling. I sensed something from the castle's direction. Or was it just me? No, it wasn't just you, something obviously happened. Oh my god, it's Daphnis No Hansen. I don't know if he's Daphnis No Hansen in this game. He has the same appearance, but I think he might have a different name. Who's there? What? Vati, how did you get in here? Oh my god. What are you doing? So I think the whole... Yeah, I see. Looks like you're all here. Very well. The King of Hyrule has words for you. You all know of the power of the Picori. Let's read this properly. You all know of the power the Picori gave to mankind, do you not? The golden light force of limitless magical power. I want it! It is somewhere here in Hyrule. Go now and bring me this power. Waste no time. Go forth at once and bring me the light force. Fling anyone who refuses into the dungeon, him and his family too. I will not tolerate any disobedience. Now search high and low throughout the lands of Hyrule. Maybe it's just the wind, but I hope nothing bad has happened. Well, that was certainly convenient, wasn't it? That we were able to see that as the game player. Alright. This bird's gonna die. Hope you're ready, bird. Looks like there's a golden chest there. I can only assume that they... Here we go again with me trying to open the map with select. This needs to stop. Clearly it's not working. What I was going to say was that I can suppose that these golden chests only appear through Kinstone fusions, but I could be wrong. Can you stop? Occasionally, when you're trying to charge up a spin attack, you'll just end up having the sword poke the enemy and it won't be a spin attack. And it is annoying. So here is that boulder that we were trying to reach before. That is a shortcut to this area here. We don't have to take that path again. As far as destroying this, probably related. In fact, you know what? In this case, the chest doesn't appear through a Kinstone fusion. The, I guess, tree rubble, in this case, will be removed through a Kinstone fusion. Interesting, isn't it? Bit of an alternative to the norm. Oh, give me a break. Yeah, come on. Bastard pig. Get out of here. And there's another one. As you can imagine, well, okay, thank you for that. Those vines will be removed by way of a Kinstone fusion as well. Well, how about we go over here? I think this is an entrance into the Castle Wilds over here, is that right? Yes. Danger, don't forget your Pegasus Boots. That's a bit fucking... It's very clear that I require the Pegasus Boots. There's no, no confusion there. Here are the Castle Wilds, and I think we can actually get Kinstone pieces from those little, I forgot how to describe them. I guess we can call them vines, can't we? Stalks, I suppose you could say. So, this must be the Castle Wilds. It's a nasty, dank place filled with swampland and mire. But we know there's an element waiting for us somewhere in here, so in we go. Come on, Link, into the muck with us. It's not much of a problem for you, is it? You're on top of my head. And as you can see, Link is having problems. I don't think we can walk fast enough to cross this swamp. We're going to have to find some way to get across safely. So now that we've done that, we should be able to acquire the Pegasus Boots. We've been told what we need. Not through Eslo, but rather from some sign that was just there. Apparently Pegasus Boots are just things that you get in the world, so oh yeah. Hey Dan, have you got your Pegasus Boots on you? Yeah man. Let's go to the Castle Wilds. Anyway, that's what it appears anyway. That's how it appears to be. Hello. I need you. Now fortunately I don't have to worry about this guy blocking my attacks with his giant Naginata. Which is rather nice. Because he is a bowman, an archer. How many shells do I have, out of interest? Let's have a look. 78. You can pick up a lot in this game. I can assume that you have a limit of, or a maximum of, 999. Didn't really intend to... Well, I did intend to achieve something in so doing, but didn't end up doing anything of real worth there. Alright. See what's in this residence. Hello. I planted a bean near my house, but it just doesn't want to grow. Good on you. Did I really just come in here just to hear that? Maybe I need the water from Mount Crenel to get this thing to grow. Or it could be related to a kinstone fusion. I do not know. I feel like if it were related to a kinstone fusion, I wouldn't have a hint like that. Telling me to... Or not really telling me to do anything, but rather drawing my attention to the fact that it's there. Because really, I don't think it would be within my power to do anything if it were a kinstone fusion, so I can assume that maybe I require the water from Mount Crenel. But I couldn't really be bothered carting that around at this point. I've been in there, haven't I? Oh my god, Doomlink, you have to get out of the habit of this. This is becoming, honestly, sad. Pressing select to bring up the map when instead you're talking to Eslo. I have nothing against talking to Eslo, but it's not really what I'm seeking to achieve. Okay, Pegasus Boots. You need to go and see this guy. As you're about to see. He falls asleep. Knocks the boots down. So as I understand it, we need a mushroom to wake him up. Let's turn into a Minish and see if we can't speak to someone about that. That's right, even some human objects are portals to the Minish world. Those Minish may not look like much, but they are quite crafty. Well, you were one. Apparently the boots disappear, or the shoes that were there disappear when you turn into a Minish. Hello, what's going on with you? Hey, you're Link, right? You're the one who brought the sword to Master Malari. You're on a quest to help the princess, aren't you? Well, you know everything. Must be some sort of communication device that all the Minish use to keep each other up to date. I wish I could go on a quest, but then who'd make Rem's shoes for him? Ho, you need Pegasus Boots? Why, you're just in time. We made a pair just now while Rem was sleeping, okay. But only Rem can put the... I mean, did you do that in, like, the space of 20 seconds? Because he only just fell asleep. We watched him fall asleep, and then we turned into a Minish, and then we came up here, and you're telling me that while he was asleep, you went and made the boots. That's impressive. But only Rem can put the finishing touches on them. Haha. That sleepyhead Rem is nearly impossible to wake up. If you want to wake him, you'll need to get an item from Syrup's hut. It's a little bit of a trek, but we'll mark it on your map for you. Well, thank you. It's very, very nice. Very thoughtful. Oh god, that's scary. Look at his hands. I wouldn't go so far as to say it would be nightmare-inducing, but it's weird. It's weird, we'll put it that way. Okay, so we are going to go back to human size, and we're going to make our way to Syrup's hut. And I suppose given the timing of it, I'll probably just get the mushroom, come back, wake him up, get the boots, and then that'll conclude the video. And then we'll have the next video be the journey to the next dungeon, plus the dungeon's completion. I think that should be fine. It'll be a bit of a longer video, but I don't think it'll be more than an hour and a half. Alright, so we want to make our way into the Minish Woods, but I don't know if we have to take an alternative path to get there. You know what it is, we probably would go into the Minish Woods as normal, but the way in there, or rather, the way to get to Syrup's hut would require something that we were previously unable to do. Either using the Cane of Pachi or using our newfound sword capabilities. So, that's what I will assume, and I could also be wrong about that. I am guessing after all. Can't assume that I'm correct if I'm only guessing at what is going. Oh, stop with this. For the love of God. I mean, I'm sure you guys are getting sick of it too, but imagine me. Oh yeah, that's right. Do have this chest here. You got 200 rupees. I was not expecting that. I'm now at my maximum. Okay, this is important. I'm going to go and buy the bow. Because at this point, I've got too many rupees. Let's get ourselves in gear. There is a bow that you can purchase. I don't believe it is a requirement in the game, but it's a nice thing to have, so I'll go and purchase it. I believe you can just walk out of here with it. Oh look, there's a fucking bottle that this guy has. I'd like that bottle. That boomerang is a real bargain at 300 rupees. Will you buy it? Yes. Thank you. You got... Oh, it's a boomerang, not a bow. For fuck's sake. Well, you are a big spender, aren't you? Thank you. Yeah, thanks. I'm just a rich kid. But I worked for my money. He works hard for the money. So hard for the... whatever the lyrics are. Anyway. Stop that. But aside from that, I think we can just venture through here and reach Syrup's Hut, even though we've never come across it before, or at least as far as I'm aware. We shouldn't have any troubles getting to it, because it is our next objective, which I would hope is not going to be too difficult to get to. Is that Syrup's Hut over here? Well, and stop. Doomling. Pull yourself together. For fuck's sake. Okay, so... Well, it's looking like we need to take an alternative route to get there. From what I can tell. Link can't go through there yet, can he? No. Okay, in that case... See, the reason why I didn't pursue that, that objective before of getting to the piece of heart here was because I thought that I had to go through Lon Lon Ranch to get there. It may not be the case, so I'll try to work it out. If it feels like that's something for me to take care of in another video, I'll do so, but for now, I mean, this looks like it would take me to the Minish Woods, doesn't it? But in a meaningful way, not just to access one fucking heart. This is ridiculous. Okay, fine. Apparently this is not where I want to go. I really was thinking that this was going to take me to where I wanted to be, but I mean, this is not something that I can blow up. Do I even have bombs? I do, but this is not something to be blown up, so... Yeah, this is clearly not where I want to go. It might be something for another video. I'm not being too efficient with my time, am I? Lon Lon Ranch. See, the only way for me to get to that side, as I understand it, is to go through the house. Oh, okay, now Malon has moved. Good to know. If I speak with her... Well, this is fine. I lost my key and I can't get inside, and the spare key's inside the house. Yeah, real smart. Who puts the spare key inside the house? It's ridiculous. I do want to fuse kinstones, but I don't think I can. I do want to quit. I'm sure you want to quit too, after having realised that you put the spare key inside the house. It's not the smartest thing you've ever done. Man with large stomach. Alright, so let's go. Turn into a human again. I'm glad that I can actually go through this house now. It may very well be the case that we need to be at this point in the game where we need to reach Syrup's house in order for Malon to move. So, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Oh, there's... Okay, I was literally just breaking the pots for fun. Turns out that we actually were supposed to do that. We can't leave the house, by the way. We have to turn back into a Minish. And then go over here. Excellent. And now we'll be able to access a few more things. But most importantly, this guy now has a key. Our one and only spare key. I don't know how you got this, but I can't thank you enough. Link, that's a great name. If you ever need to go to Lake Hylia, feel free to cut through our house. Thank you very much, Link. Come visit us again. Are you kidding me? You're perfectly content for me to just literally walk through your home to get somewhere. Although this is, well, this is not even a house. This is a barn of some description. Anyway, this cow looks like it's got a coat on. Moo, says the cow. What the hell's going on there? I guess I've just killed a thing that was harassing you. Hello, chest. What's going on with you? You got a... Has that upgraded it further from what it... I swear to God, I'm gonna shit if you do that one more time. Has this upgraded it further again? Stop. How can I confirm the amount of rupees I can hold? Can I now hold more than 500? Because it didn't change the color of my rupee thing. So, what's going on with that? Is it the same upgrade that I received from the fairy? Is that what's going on? Because you would imagine that if you're... Oh, whoops. You would imagine that if your carrying capacity has increased, that it would be reflected in the color of the rupee next to the rupee counter. But that's not what's happening, so... Yeah. I don't know. We can... Only time will tell. We will have to wait patiently to find out if I can hold more than 500. Don't know what's going on with this stump. Hey, there's a kinstone piece. That's why we go around cutting grass, everyone. What's going on with you? Cane Apache? No. I forgot what needs to be done with those. We can do things with them. Don't know if there's anything of interest over here. I'm exploring around. I'm happy to go for longer. If it means exploring this place a little bit. I don't know if we can reach that hard piece using this wind, but I will make an attempt to achieve that. Oh, hold on, before doing that, I'm going to push you. That's important. Up we go. I don't think we want to turn into a... Maybe we need to turn into a Minish to reach that hard piece. This is the stupid thing, we might not be able to fly. Yeah, see? Like, we can't even fly over that. Why? Or rather, why not? Let's do something else with that wind. I can see what we're supposed to do with it. We're supposed to go directly down. Alright. As far as what's here, I don't know, but we'll find out, won't we? This fucking thing again. Alright. And more wind. Well, okay. This is not really taking me in the direction that I wanted to go, but... Alright, well, as you do. I guess this is the route to the Minish Woods. I didn't want to go this way yet, but that's fine. Get out of here. Getting some kinstone pieces, which is nice. Let's see what I've got. Very good. I don't know if there are more types of green ones than that, but that'll do for now. Hello, slime creature. I didn't mean to cut the sign, so I'm sorry to whoever took the time to erect that sign. I've now destroyed it because I'm a very boorish individual. Hello, some bombs over there. Didn't know that the... whatever they're called. What are those things? I forgot what they're called now. Are they... yeah, Octoroks, that's right. I didn't know Octoroks could drop bombs, but it turns out that they can. Good to know. Can't believe I forgot what these things were called. How could I? One of the most well-known monsters in the series. Courtesy of that asshole from the CDI Zelda series, who takes on the appearance of Link but is not actually Link, because to say that he's actually Link is quite frankly an insult to Link the character. I'm losing some natural light here, so I don't know if my chroma key's alright. Well, it's not quite okay, so I'm going to make a slight adjustment there. Nothing that you would ever notice, I can assure you. Not that I need to assure you of it, I think you were able to work that out yourself. Anyway. Again, I wasn't intending on reaching this point just yet, but I wasn't sure where the wind was going to take me. So, yeah, I just followed the path of the wind. Or some poetic something or other. And, yeah, I ended up here. This is Syrup's hut. Getting lots of kinstone pieces, which I'm happy to see. I'll be doing lots of fusions. Ah, welcome. Care for some of Granny's homemade blue potion? One sip and you're full of energy. Please look around. I want the mushroom. Speak. Ah, yes, a fine choice, my dear. That's a limited time article. One whiff and you're wide awake. Think we know what that means. That's why it's called a wake-up mushroom. Would you like to buy it for 60 rupees? Yeah, sure. You got a wake-up mushroom. Its nasty stench chases away the sleepies. Okay. Just face the sleepy snoozer and press R. That'll be, yeah, whatever you said. Something about popping. Anyway. Yeah. Fun. So now that we've got that mushroom, we can more or less access or acquire the Pegasus Boots. But for the moment, I'll snoop around this area a little bit more to see if I missed anything, which I likely did. There seems to be another access point. That's fine. We've got a little bit more to investigate. Okay, we don't want to go this way. We want to go this way. We'll need to cut through. Oh, actually, we can access the Goron over there if we want to. I guess we may as well. I forgot which NPCs I'm supposed to... Actually, can I even make it there? No. Well, too bad. I'll save that for later. Oh, I understand. Maybe I need to go over here. Probably. Is it even worth it? Am I even of the mind? Oh, I must be, otherwise I wouldn't be physically doing this right now. I don't know if... You see, I don't think I can make that either. Oh no, I should be able to. Check that out. Yeah. Link suddenly drops. Alright, push the boulder. And speak to the Goron. Look at his face! I can't get over that. He's just got these giant red lips. This is one solid wall. I'm going to need a few friends to give me a hand. Well, hold on, let's see what you want to fuse. Oh, I was expecting a red kinstone piece. Very well. This is unrelated to what he's doing right now. Us fusing kinstone pieces with him is not going to help him in any way. What's this going to do? What? Okay. Oh, that's right. This is a Goron salesman. Isn't he the guy who was selling... not figurines, but something else in Wind Waker? I forgot what they were called. The things that you used to put around the... Well, the things that you put around Windfall Island. It was to do with... What's his name again? It was the merchant side quest of Wind Waker, put it that way. It's been a long time since the last time I visited Hyrule. I think I'll set up a little place where I can sell my kinstones. You sell kinstones? That's great. I might go and speak to the guy. Definitely. Alright, so let's go and adventure through a little further. We're going over time a little bit. Again, I can do longer recordings. I would say my hard cap, maybe not even hard, there's no such thing as a hard cap. My soft cap is, you know, so to speak, 1 hour. Hard cap is 1 hour and 30, but if I go over 1 hour and 30, then that's how it has to be. It's a hard cap, but a soft hard cap. Anyway, I'd like to go and get that heart piece, so I will go and get it. And I believe it can be acquired in going this way. As a Minish-sized Link. Go down the hole, please. Thank you. Really? Well, I'm happy to receive that kinstone piece, yeah, but... I really can't get over there? Well, I guess that'll be for later. They're teasing me. I'd say it was worth going there to get a kinstone piece. I don't really have any red ones, so it was worthwhile for me. At least in my opinion. Alright. So, this should take us to Hyrule. Well, not yet. Obviously, I'm misplaced. Here we go. I have a Goron to speak with, if you wouldn't mind. Is there anyone here who wants to fuse kinstone pieces? What's going on with you? Here he is. Let's see... Oh. This kinstone costs 200 rupees. Don't buy. No deal, Goro. Yeah, you're fucking right about that. Okay, so it goes up by 100 as you go from right to left. It goes from right to left because, you know, Japanese people. And how they go from right to left. But, yeah, that's kind of fucked. I guess if you really want to buy kinstone pieces and you've got a lot of money to spend, then you can, but... I don't think I'd recommend it at this stage in the game. You just don't have that much in the way of rupees to spend. Alright, we have fused kinstone pieces with Verona, and this is going to give us access to something. An enemy? Yeah, a golden rope. Who's going to give us a whole lot of rupees, but I don't think we can reach that area yet. Again, we need to have the guards just leave their post. At this stage, I'm just looking for people to fuse with. Yes, I do. Oh yeah, this is Anju. There you go. By the way, I've talked about this before, but the main reason why I'm playing this version of the game, which is the US version as opposed to the European version, even though I really wanted to play the European version because I'm sure there is less of that on YouTube, the reason why is because there is a glitch where these icons do not disappear. Even if you discover the secret that's marked by these, you know, symbols, they will stay there. Now that's fine at first, because early in the game you only have a few of them and you know where you've been and where you haven't been, but later on in the game it gets so fucking confusing, it's insane. It almost makes the European version unplayable. It really does, because the kinstone pieces and the secrets that they reveal are a big part of playing the game. And if you don't know where you've been or what you've done, like, you literally need to have a text file where you're writing that down. I've been here, I've been here. And there's no other way to do it, because you just won't remember. It gets confusing as hell. Because if you've got, imagine if in this one area there were like 4 of these markers, and I couldn't quite... What happens is you second guess yourself. You think you might have been there, but you feel like you want to check just to make sure, and it is that thought process that is truly maddening. That's why the European version is nowhere near as good as this version of the game. I'm assuming the Japanese version is the same. I don't think it was a glitch, I think it was just really poor game design on the part of Nintendo. They fit perfectly. I wonder what's going to happen. I do wonder indeed. I'm just going to be looking around for people to fuse kinstone pieces with. I don't know if I fused with everyone here. I didn't fuse with this guy. Let's see what he's got. I believe I do have a kinstone piece to fit yours now, because I've been going around and acquiring some kinstone pieces. I was just there, wasn't I? No, I wasn't there. It is in the Minish Woods, though. Did he just yell at me to be happy? Go be happy, I think he said. I might have misunderstood. I sort of... It was a cursory glance at what he said, but it seemed like that. I've never been yelled at to be happy before, but... Be happy! Who else haven't I spoken to? Haven't spoken to you, but you don't seem to be interested in fusing kinstone pieces. I don't know if the guards actually want to do that. I don't know if they've got kinstone pieces on them. But that guy wasn't really interested anyway. Oh, there's Beetle. Hello. Why hello there, thanks for coming by. I sell all kinds of Picolite. What the hell is that? I just put it in your bottle and good stuff happens when you drink it. That's dodgy. Red Picolite will make... What did it say? Shit. No. I forgot all about Picolite, I have to tell you. Make your quest so much easier. It makes it a cinch for you to find hearts. I guess it increases drop rates for when you cut grass and things of that nature. White Picolite. Easy to find kinstone pieces, 200 rupees. That's actually pretty good. That's pretty good. That might be worthwhile. Oh, I see. What's this one then? Green Pigolite is for mysterious shells. It's actually not bad at all. I believe it would be more, well, it depends on how long the effect lasts. But it could very well be the case that this is more economical than purchasing kinstone pieces from this guy. But, I don't know, it depends on how you do it. And again, it does depend on how long the effect lasts. I don't know how long it lasts. You're gonna fuse with me? No. You're gonna ignore me. He literally turned his back on me when I walked up to him. Must be because I'm green. Okay, there is still a part of this town that I haven't been yet. To fuse kinstone pieces. Have I been in here? Oh, it's you. Well, I need to... Oh, hold on. I need to go and get the Pegasus Boots. I completely forgot. I was so distracted by my kinstone fusions that I didn't go and get the frickin' Pegasus Boots. And then once I get the Pegasus Boots, I will speak to that guy. If I recall correctly, and I guarantee that I do, my boy, I think Syrup said to stand in front of a sleeping person and press R. There you go. Get a whiff of that, mate. Whoa! What is that terrifyingly bad smell? A wake-up mushroom? I should have guessed, so you woke me up. Thanks, I just remembered. I have something urgent to do. Huh? What now? There are more new shoes. You probably won't believe this, but I have a strange habit of making shoes in my sleep. So you must have come here because you want some of my shoes, right? Tell you what, because you were nice enough to wake me, you can have them. Hold on a sec, though. I just want to finish this one last bit. Okay. And there we go. Here, take these. Those are my special Pegasus Boots. They're so light you'll feel like you're practically walking on air. There you go. Oh, I need to hurry up and get working on that special order. The king asked me to make some shoes for Princess Zelda, you see. I don't think she's going to be wearing them anytime soon. Come back if I can ever help you with shoe problems. Yeah, she's not going to be wearing any shoes anytime soon. She is made of stone. Can't even lift her foot to put it on. What are we doing? We are going and speaking to the man with the sword. Let's go and equip the... I do say that somewhat jokingly, of course. I did forget his name, but I'd describe him a little better than that. A new sword, fantastic, and you seem to have acquired new skills with it. Okay, so, yes, I will accept the new training, and I think he also... Okay, so this is Rock Breaker, and then he will give me another ability when he recognizes that I have the Pegasus Boots. First, swing your sword to break pots. Actually, that's all there is to it, young swordsman. Do you understand? Yes. I just had to be told to do it, and now I can magically do it. It's great. This guy is not just a swordsman, he's a fucking magician. If you had said you didn't understand, I would have had serious doubts about you. Yes, but one must feel the technique, not just hear about it. Oh, okay. That's why I will now possess your body so as to demonstrate the technique. Are you sure that there's a technique to this? Yeah, okay, good on you. Whoa! That was pure technique. Now you must try it for yourself. Break the pots with your sword, that's all. Yes, fine work. Fantastic even. I will now give you this tiger scroll. If you ever forget this technique, you can review it with this scroll. You really think I'm going to forget the technique? To swing a sword at a pot? I press the fucking button with the sword on it and it breaks the pot. I mean, really. But if I do ever forget, I don't have to worry about not being able to figure it out again. Ah, yes, you have the Pegasus Boots, and you seem to have more skill too. No, I literally just left and came back in. Yes, I'm ready to train you again. So, would you like to train here, please? This guy is an absolute nightmare. You will now learn a new technique, the dash attack. First, equip the Pegasus Boots. Second, equip your sword. Third, run like crazy. That's all, young swordsman. Do you understand? I think the joke is that this guy is actually not all that, I guess, skilled in the ways of the sword. Yes, yes, you are my finest student. I think I'm your only fucking student. Just equip your sword and the Pegasus Boots to any button you like. You must feel the technique, not just hear about it. Okay, here we go again. Yeah, thanks, Swift Blade. Go give me the technique. He literally just ran me into a solid wall. Now you must try it for yourself. Yeah. I'm running like crazy, look at me. Yes, fine work. The technique is to stick your sword out in front of you and run like an idiot. That's literally the technique here. If you ever forget this technique, you can learn again from this scroll as you do. You learned the secret dash attack fighting technique. There's nothing secret about it, but sure. At least I can do it now. So, before this point, when we used the Pegasus Boots, we would only run as normal. But now that we've learned that secret technique, we can stick our sword out in front of us. Of course, in A Link to the Past, you would stick your sword out in front of you ordinarily. I guess that means that Link in A Link to the Past is a little more skilled with the sword than this Link. He needs to learn it from some freaky guy who's quite honestly just a sham of a man. Anyway, let's go and save the game, shall we? I'm not touching the game pack, don't worry about it. Although I might turn the power off. Alrighty. My Game Boy Advance survived the recording. That's one good thing anyway. Just switched it off. Survived as far as it's not running out of battery. Oh, it's a bit bright, isn't it? Well, hopefully not too bright. No, it's not causing the chroma key to cut into me or anything. I would have lowered the brightness of my room light, but oh well. I do thank you all for watching. I'll see you when I'm next recording the Minish Cap. I don't expect to do another Minish Cap recording for a little while, for the reason that I do need to prioritise Phantom Hourglass, and I will try to do so. My next Let's Play recording of a Zelda game should be Phantom Hourglass, and I would like to endeavour to finish the game as soon as possible. And when I say as soon as possible, I don't mean as soon as, you know... I don't mean that that's dependent upon how quickly I play through the game when sitting down in front of it. It has more to do with how frequently I will be able to bring myself to sit down and play it. It's not that I hate it, it's just that I don't like the Temple of the Ocean King. That's really what it comes down to. Anyway, I do thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time I'm playing a Zelda game or anything else that you would like to watch that I am recording. Bye bye for now.